what it do? Let it do what it do, what it do.
Gervonta Davis.
I'm definitely face of boxing. Absolutely.
They up the level, I'm gonna up the level with them every time.
I mean what I say, lines only purple.
Oh! Charlo just dropped Lewin with that sweeping right and goes down face first. It's
over. All right. What's going on, everybody? Your boy is back by popular demand. What's going on, everybody? This is KQKC. I will be your host for the next 2 hours. All right. We're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about Bud Crawford. What I alluded to yesterday about the arrest that he happened to him down in Omaha. And what Tim Bradley had to say about it. Oh, yeah. He gave Bud Crawford some reality check. Okay. And also, we're going to talk about Turki. And, of course, Dana White. They are pretty much sinking the sport of boxing. But also, they are alienating the best fighters around. So, now, of course, they're going to sink before they swim. Just like 50 Cent Promotions. Just like Jay-Z, all right, Rock Nation. Y'all remember them. They're the one that messed up Demetrius Andrade. Messed up his career. Y'all remember that. We're going to talk about that and other things also. We're going to talk about Jaron Ennis. Oh, yeah. Virgil Ortiz saying, look, I want the smoke. This nigga don't want the smoke. This nigga is scared. In my Tupac voice. All right. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. But let's see who all in the building before I get started. All right. Let's see who all in the building. All right. We got my man, Boxing Latino TV. What's going on, nephew? What's going on with you, baby? All right, salute to you, bro. We got my man EJ is up in here. Eugene Johnson's up in here. We got my man AJ is up in here. What's going on, Aaron? Yes, sir. Good to see you, man. All right, Ray Patterson, New Jersey, stand up, baby. What's going on with you? All right, yes, sir, man. All things is up in here. I see Fernand is still on, so I was trying to get Fernand a little time left. All right, he was on for 3 hours today. All right, okay, look at Fernand. All right, yes, sir. Who else we got up in here? Let me see. Okay, Slick Rick, what's going on with you, brother? I see you. I see you, Slick Rick. What's good with you? Oh, my God, Dr. Mark. What's going on with you, brother? All right, good to see you, man. All right, good to see you. Okay, who else we got up in here? Josh Sanders is up in here. What's going on, Josh? All right, good to see you, bro. All right, my man 600 said is up in here. What's going on, 600 said? All right, yes, sir. That's me, man. What's going on? Man, I thought you were locked up. I ain't seen you in a while. But I'm glad you're not, though. I'm glad you're not, brother. All right, good to see you, man. All right. Okay. And let me see. I think that's it. That's all we got for right now. All right. Of course, people start coming in once they know I'm live or get the notification, whatever. Okay. But anyway, thank y'all for coming in. I hope everybody was able to hit the like button. If you didn't, could you do so now or on your way out? Okay. I appreciate that. Okay. Once YouTube get these views together and stuff, then of course it'll start growing. All right. What's going on, Cassandra? All right. All right. I hope you had a great birthday too. All right. You hope you had a great birthday. I remember. Okay. I remember on Sunday. Okay. So, and hey, look, you getting better with wine, baby. Just like wine. You getting better with time. But anyway, first of all, let me touch on this. Let's get started. Okay. Devin Haney, Bill Haney, Brian Norman. Brian Norman said, I'm going to knock him out. And one thing about it is, I think Devin Haney is worried. I think Bill Haney is worried. Now, I think they saw Brian Norman Jr. using his footwork. They thought he didn't have footwork, but he got the whole package the way it looked on the video. So therefore, you don't see Bill on all these channels no more right now. You don't see him on the Boxing Voice and talk about what they gonna do. You don't see Devin talking about I'm the best in the world. I'm the face of boxing. You don't see none of that. I wonder why. I wonder why. Now, I don't know if he's scared, but one thing I do know is they want a bag. They want a big bag. What they don't want it at the cost of getting knocked out, though. So therefore, don't be surprised if Devin pull a hamstring. Don't be surprised if he got a headache. Don't be surprised if he just drop out the fight, y'all. Okay? Now, I said this was going to happen, and, well, the fight haven't taken place yet. Anything can happen. Because, see, they always think they on the winning side. They believe they can do anything and be safe. But in reality, ain't nobody effing with them. Nobody but Turki. And Turki getting them one more shot, and that's it. If Devin don't look good, I don't know where Devin gonna go. He might go to pro box. I don't know. But one thing about it is, it was his father's fault. He alienated a lot of people. He alienated a lot of promoters. He alienated a lot of content goddamn creators, except for the LWC. The one that they are kissing his ass up and down. Up and down. All right? Yes, sir. My man Johnson, man, it said it all the time. You gotta leave light scared dudes like Norman Jr. and Tank alone. Yeah, they ain't nothing to play with. No, they're not. Oh, no, they're not. What's up, Thomas? Fanon still on? I saw you over there. Is he still on, or did he shut down? I saw you and Barbara D over there and stuff. You know, and I'm just trying to see what he was talking about. Yeah. Okay, shoot. What to do? Yes, sir. And you don't see that is because they gotta be read for that match between and bad look and them, but he could be right. They might pull out Schofield style. Yeah, they might. You know. Oh, he shut down there. Okay. Yeah, 'cause I know he was on like 3 hours. So okay. Well, shout out to Fanon. All right. He had a good live today, it seems. Right now, what's up, Quick? Good to see you, sister. Okay. Now, I hope he don't pull out because I think it's a good fight. Devin is pretty much at his own weight now. Okay. Oh yeah, hump day, baby. Von Green here. That's what it is. Hump day. All right. So Devin's in a good fight. See, listen, y'all don't forget now. They didn't want this fight. Bill talked his son into this ass whooping. Okay. If you get that ass whooping, Bill talked his son into it because he running his damn mouth all the time. And now look, he got his son into a fight with a big puncher. And now they know he got great footwork too. So we don't know what is going to happen when they fight and meet up. All right. Now, let me talk about this. And I talked about this yesterday. Terrence Bud Crawford. Oh man, pound for pound king. 3-time undisputed champion. Woo, wow. Had a parade. Had an after party. Man, everybody loved it. Even the mayor was there. But see, it's one little thing. You don't run Omaha. Yeah. You all those things, but don't forget, you don't run shit in Omaha. See, what you need to do is make some donations to the fraternity order of police. You need to pretty much support your senator, your state senator. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, that's how people don't get messed with in certain cities because they know who that person is and they donate to their cause. Not just keep your money and be rich and stay in the city. No, you got to give a little to get a little. Now, don't forget, people are going to be jealous of you any way it goes. But like Fanon said, he had a friend that stay down in Memphis, Tennessee. He can fly past police anytime he wants and won't get pulled over. Why? Because they always support the community. They take their money, build a youth center, take their money and build something else, build up the city. I'm not talking about give up all your money, all that shit, but they know that they good people, they're prominent people. Now, Terrence Crawford, the way he acted at Top Rank with a stick up his ass, okay, I said it, and I can see where certain people in the city of Nebraska, they probably think the same thing. He only mess around with people that he really want to mess around with. And that's how it is. But don't sit there and act stupid. He had his security talk about, oh, they pull guns out on us. Okay, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. I mean, really? That's an everyday thing here in Chicago. Especially if you're young, don't have on a lot of hats, and don't have like four or five people in the car. Everybody, get your ass out. All right, grab some of that curve. Grab some of that curve. Come on, it's called a reality check. That's what he got. You know, what's up, Josh? Yeah, I'm talking to somebody else. Okay. Yeah, Big Block, what's going on, man? All right. So let's not act like it's a big deal. Because I see people are saying, man, they ain't the way to treat a champion. Oh, yes, it is. They don't give a shit about Terrence Crawford being a champion. What's wrong with y'all? And they don't care about, they probably don't even like boxing. I mean, come on. And we know how Omaha is. Let's not act like, it's all, hey, Barbara D, what's going on? All right. How you doing? I seen you over there, Martin. All right. Yeah, I said, Mama's having a good live today. Yeah. But yeah, so now, this is what Terrence Crawford has to do. This is what you have to do to get along with the people in your community. And I'm talking about the Fraternal Order of Police. I'm talking about a senator. I'm talking about the local school council. All right, things like that. Because people know, okay, he works in the community. Yeah, he is a rich man. Yes, he is a 3-time undisputed champion. All right, don't just have a parade and forget about everybody. Just don't have a parade and say, okay, my shit don't stink. Because, see, that happened once, it can happen again. They don't care about your damn money. They don't care about it. They don't care about waving a gun in your face. That's all the time. That's every day. I mean, do I blame them? No. They lives at stake too. Because, well, here in Chicago, they will shoot police in a minute. They won't think twice about it. Oh, yeah. And have the police quit. So now, in Chicago, they're trying to make it like police are making a damn near 80-something thousand, almost 100,000 a year just to be a police officer. Because it's a dangerous, dangerous profession. So miss me with that crying shit. And you and his security, while you sitting up there crying, talking about, they pull guns out on us. Man, please. What kind of security are you? I will fire your ass. Because I see you weak at the knees. I can see that right now. Man. But sometimes when you're in that limelight, and when you are at a certain status in life, they have what they call bulletproof trucks, cars, things like that. Sometimes, normally you don't have to do that. Those are for rappers or somebody that's after them. Terrence Crawford ain't in the streets. He never was in the street. All that shot in the head, that wasn't nothing but a big lie. It went through his hat, and that's it. That's all it was. All right, what's going on? It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, yeah. So miss me with that. I'm getting tired of all this crying and shit. All right, it's had in the one incident, he had got out, no problem. Stop crying. Stop crying, dude. Like I said, Tim Bradley. Now, this ain't my words. These are Tim Bradley, his homeboy. His homeboy told him, listen, bud, you're not above the law. You're not above the law. You might be above that guy that work at Wendy's. You might be above that guy working at McDonald's, but you ain't above the law. You might make more than them, but they got more and better authority than your ass. Right? Oh, that's a lyric in a Pretty Rich song. Oh, okay. So, but yeah. So stop all your crying, dude. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So now, let me keep moving on this. All right. Now, I'm about to talk about Gervonta Davis. Okay. Yeah, jack your slacks and keep him moving. Yeah. I mean, don't sit there, man. Look, you got out. You lucky you got out. You lucky you got out. And with a citation. That's all it was. He had a gun in the car. But I think the gun was justified or had a permit for it or whatever. In other words, he didn't get in no damn trouble. All right? I mean, welcome to the club, dude. All right? Welcome to the damn club. This happens to people every day. And everybody whine. Really? Man. I mean, and then they said the police didn't know who he was. Of course he did not. I told you. A lot of people are not boxing fans. And some people, dark-skinned people, they all look alike. So they saw his driver's license, then they kind of, one officer said, oh, that's Terrence Crawford, So I'm sorry, but I tell you this, though. All right? And I bet you any type of money, if that was Gervonta Davis, I bet you they wouldn't know who he was. I bet you they wouldn't know who he was. They didn't have to look at his license. I'm just saying. See? But anyway, now, we got this fight coming up with Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul. Okay? Now, I talked to a couple of people from GTD, okay? The Rise podcast. Senior, okay? They call him Senior, okay? And no, Gervonta Davis is not retiring. He will be coming back. And also, he will be getting paid $120 million. Yeah, those are the facts. Now, let me hear somebody say, I wouldn't took the fight. I would have fought Lamont Roach. Are you crazy? That is life-changing money. And when I tell y'all about this TKO, oh, man. Because, see, that money that Gervonta Davis is about to make, you will never, ever see that in the sport of boxing again. Not at least not with TKO boxing. They ain't going to play them games. They're going to give you goddamn minimum wage in boxing. That's what they're going to give you. But we'll get to that when we get to it. All right? We'll get to it when we get to it. All right? But one thing about it is Gervonta Davis will fight Jake Paul. Now, hold up. Now, Lamont Roach, the one that been crying his ass off because he won another payday. Well, he has a chance now to fight Pitbull Cruz, which I think is a good fight. And I think he should take it. Now, they are in what I call a small negotiations. Like, well, what he talking about? Well, how much we talking about here, because ain't nobody going to talk what he got from Tank. So we know that. So PBC trying to throw him a bone. Now, remember, Pitbull Cruz won a rematch with Tank too. So now they trying to set it up where Tank can fight the winner of Pitbull Cruz and Lamont Roach. Now, that'll be good for Tank to get his get back with either one. Now you got Gary Antoine Russell. He will be on that card also. He will be fighting Horatio, whatever. Now, Gary Antoine, he won't smoke with everybody. And I think he's moving up. I mean, well, he already at 140, but we're talking about fights with Horatio. Now, the winner, he wants either Tank Davis, hold on, Tank Davis, a damn DMV fight. And listen, everybody wants Tank Davis. Everybody want to fight him. Everybody want that bag. Everybody want that Willie Walker with that damn golden ticket. That's what they want. Now, of course, Tank got a choice to make. Do he need to fight Lamont Roach again? Yeah, he does. But now, him and Shakur, like I told you yesterday, they talking themselves out of a fight. They keep running their damn mouth besides being humble. It's called being a B-side. It's called being a B-side and shut the hell up. That's what it's called. They can't do that for some reason. Every interview, every time they mention anything about Tank, well, we supposed to fight. See, I told y'all. In reality, Tank Davis had this fight done before the Lamont Roach fight was done. So maybe that could have been a problem. I don't know. But what I do know is that he had to fulfill that contract because he signed a contract. So he didn't do what Canelo did. Canelo signed and still got out of it. But he's holding up his end of the bargain. Now, Lamont Roach, by sitting around waiting on Tank, you might be sitting around for the next 2 years. You need to get in there and fight somebody. You need to get in there and show everybody what you can do. You need to keep the buzz going. He need to keep his buzz going. Right now, Pitbull Cruz, he became a champion. Tank fought him. He lost and became a champion. Same with Mario Barrio. Now, what about you, Lamont? Stop all your whining. I recalled the fight the other night, and everything you were saying, I debunked it. He didn't take a knee on the canvas. He went down, but he didn't touch the canvas. Oh, yeah. Remember he got rocked? No, one punch, one thrown. I pointed that out. Then y'all said he got hit. That's why he took a knee. No, one punch thrown either. Not even that time. So miss me with all that bullshit. I ran back and real right there, called it live, and went right back over the fight and debunked all the lines we've been hearing. All of them. Get your ass in there and fight somebody, Lamont Roach. Because right now you talk yourself out of a fight. Because Tank don't have to rematch you. He don't. So, I'm sorry, but sometimes you got to be humble. Sometimes you got to be humble. And sometimes you can be too humble. A la Earl Spence. He gave up his whole A-side. Terence Crawford talked him out of his damn draws. That's what he did. Next thing you know, he flipping the damn coin. I'm saying, Earl, no. No. The champion always walk last. But he flipping the coin and shit. Why? He wanted the undisputed so bad that he was willing to do anything that it takes to get that fight done. And Terence Crawford knew that. He played him like a goddamn machine. And that's what he did. So, and that don't sit well with a lot of people. Because Earl Spence had all 3 belts. He did all the heavy so-called lifting. And Terence just walked right on in, just like he did Canelo, and took all the belts off of one fight. He didn't go through the whole division like Jermell Charlo did. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but goddamn, you're going to hear it. You're going to hear it. He didn't go through the whole division like a champion's supposed to do. No, he fought one fight and became undisputed. He fought another fight and became undisputed. Because all the other opponents he fought had all the belts except for one. The one that he had. That was at 147 and 168. So miss me with that. Okay? Shit. I mean, I'm sorry. I just got to tell it like it is. All right? Now, let me keep going on with this Gary Antoine Russell. Okay? Gary Antoine Russell, 140. Bad dude. the whole Russell family can fight out of Baltimore, Maryland. Capitol Heights, Maryland. All right, they're all right there together and shit. But still in all, I think that would be a good fight for Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach can fight at 140, he says. Then make a believer out of me. Why are you still sitting on the sidelines? I don't get that. Why are you still sitting on the sideline and won't fight nobody? Why you sitting there like you a lost soul, waiting on Tank to fall in or fall from the sky? You really looking bad out here, Lamont. Because I really like the dude at first. At the first, I saw him being humble. He's not really talking a lot of ish, But then, after he lost the fight, he went on a victory tour and a whining tour and a crying tour. I'm like, dude, are you for real? Then next thing I know, he taking pictures with everybody. He throwing out the first baseball or whatever he was doing. What's up, James? Brody. What's going on? Yes, sir, KQ. You are 100% right. Yes, sir. I know it. I know. Then you got Shakur Stevenson over here. He said he moving up to 140. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Move on up then. But I guarantee you, he move up. Oh, he'll be back. He'll be back because he wants that fight with Tank Davis. Because let me be honest with you all. He ain't nobody without Tank Davis. He can't say, I'm the man on Mount Rushmore. I'm that champion. I'm hard to beat. No. You can't say that because you never fought Tank Davis. That's why. And it's not a big fight a la Tank Davis. He said, man, you ain't no big fight. What you talking about? Because he always saying we are the biggest draw and the biggest fight that can be made right now. Shakur, you're not that good, dude. I don't understand what people are saying. You're a great defensive fighter, and that's all. That's all. I mean, people probably don't even remember when the last time you had a knockout. When you had a knockout. When was the last time you had a knockout? A long time ago. A long time ago. That's what it is. Correction. He didn't lose the fight. What fight? Antoine said, oh yeah, Antoine said the problem. Now, who didn't lose the fight? Oh, it was a draw. Yeah, it was a draw. Right. But what I'm saying is, to him, he went around acting like he won the fight when it was a draw. It was a draw. A draw means that nobody wins. That's what it is. But he running around acting like he won the fight. Then, on the other hand, he act like he was robbed. Now, some people say, well, I got Lamont Roach winning. Well, how's that? And I just called the fight. They had Tank winning all the way up until the 9th round, I believe. So, I mean, it was unofficial, but still in all, some people see the fight different than most people. It's called haters. It's called haters. That's what it's called. What's up, Brian King? I'm Mr. Falcone. What's going on, brother? All right. So that's what it is. Hate. I never saw so much hate on a little guy in my life. In my life. No, look, Tim, listen. Yes, I can blame him for capitalizing on a big moment. Because I can see him capitalizing on, that's one thing. But sitting there lying, it's another. Sitting there complaining, it's another. Sitting there crying, it's another one. Come on now. Come on now. Let's not do this. You know what it was. And by sitting around, twiddling your damn thumbs, it's not going to keep the momentum going. You got to go in there and fight somebody. And PBC is giving you an opportunity. Pro Box ain't big as PBC. So therefore, you need to go ahead and fight. Stop waiting on Tank. Because that fight might never happen. I'm going to tell you straight up. It might never happen. Especially what I'm about to tell you. It might never happen. So you better go ahead and get your career going. Because if someone like Tank tell me get it out the mud, I stopped your ass from eating, then you got to show, hey, you ain't stopped me from eating. I got to fight tomorrow. I got to fight next week. I'll fight Pit Bull. You see what I'm saying? See, your stock went up when you fought Tank. But now it's going right back down because you ain't fought nobody and you still crying. So, ain't nobody want to hear nobody crying. You go in there and say, hey, look, when Tank is ready, here I am. But see, you got to keep up that momentum. You can't go in there and fight Pit Bull and get knocked out. Then, hell, it definitely won't be no rematch then. Because they said, man, Lamont Roach ain't what we thought he was. He just know how Tank was because they've been grow up together. They sparred each other so much. That's why. You know how some people is. So, but anyway, anybody got any great thoughts on that? Anybody got any great thoughts on that? Well, let me move on, okay? Because this I got to talk about, okay? And we are talking about Dana White. We are talking about Turki asshole. They are saying that, first of all, they are not recognizing the WBC, the WBA, the WBO, and the IBF. When TKO Boxing start up in January 2026 on Paramount Plus, they will not, I repeat, they will not recognize all the sanctioned bodies. They only gonna recognize the Ring Magazine belt. All right? Yeah, Bobby D. I'm sick of them too. Stop crying, dude. The fight is over with. This man sat there on Twitch for 3 damn weeks crying. Here, watch it. See, watch the replay. See, look. Okay, see, the commentators was saying how Tank was winning this fight and Tank was hitting him with some shit, right? He didn't want to do that. He didn't want to hear that. So he told everybody, turn your volumes down. Turn your volumes down. All right? Come on. 1, 2, 3. Turn them down. This is what he did. You can't write this shit. That's what he did. He said, turn it down. He said, turn it down. Okay, now. And, of course, he kept on doing that. I think he reacted to the video at least 5 times. The knockout counted 3. I counted 4. And we probably missed one in between. Yes, reacting to the fight with Tank Davis. Yes. Then he goes on the interviews. Well, see, I supposed to won that fight. Because if they would have counted that knee, I would have won. Stop lying. You would not have won. If they would have counted that knee, he would have lost. He would have still lost. Or it's still, no. He still would have been a draw. Put it that way. It still would have been a draw. It still would have been a draw if he did count that knee. So, stop it. I replayed it. I rewatched it. I recalled it. He did not touch the canvas. He hesitated. He went down, motioned down. Then he came back up. And then he went over to the corner. No, he did not. I repeat, he did not touch the canvas. Stop. Stop, Lamont. Go fight Pit Bull. That's a fight waiting to happen. I know what you're doing. You waiting around for Tank because you want another bag. Well, that shows me your character. You let another man dictate your movement. You let another man and money dictate how you run your camp. So therefore, you want another payday. Now, I don't know. You want to buy another house or something? I don't know. But I'm sorry. Tank is the A side, as you see. So when he fights you, it's when he want to fight you. If he don't fight you, oh well. He don't care about the belts. He don't care about no damn legacy. Because they about to strip him in the WBA. Do he care? No. He's still going on with that exhibition. Hello? Huh? We don't see them either, OG. They fight only for power, nothing more. Exactly. Now, let me say this. Dana White, and I say this with great humility. He's a piece of shit. He is. He's a piece of shit. Matter of fact, let me let you hear what he has to say about his new boxing plans. All right? He tried to get decisions overturned in the amateurs. Oh yeah, that too. Oh yeah, Lamont, now he's talking about suing and all that shit. Dude, sit down and shut up. Damn, you already squeezing down, boiling down. The same thing Bomac said Chance was doing, he's doing it. How you get so big over Gervonta Davis and you fight at 130? Somebody asked me that. Huh? And now you talking about fighting at 140. You jumped up 2 weight classes. It's no problems. Huh? How's that possible? I'll tell you how it's possible. Because these fighters today, they are not fighting at their real walk-around weight. That's why we need same weight, that same day weigh-ins. They fight all the way down to get advantage. Get advantage. Ain't that right, Terrence? Because Bomac said it out his mouth. Andre Ward said it out his mouth. Yeah. Terrence, y'all don't know how much he had to boil down to make weight. Okay, why he didn't go up in weight then? Why he had to boil down and kill himself? Hello? Devin Haney did the same goddamn thing, right? Devin Haney looked like he was on crack. That he got so down so small when he was going to fight George Cambosa. You can see the bones in his goddamn body. Anybody want a cheeseburger? Yeah, look just like a crackhead. And then the next time you get ready to fight, I'm like, damn, how that's possible? Because I'm like, these guys are walking around at 150 and fighting at 135. What? So miss me with that, Lamont. You already got an advantage. You already had the advantage over Tank. See, Tank, now, him, Floyd, they don't rehydrate up too much. What you see is basically what you get. Floyd fought at 147. He only walked around at 149 or maybe 150. That's it. That's the highest he can go. Same with Tank. He fought at 135. He might can make it to 140, and that's it. And he don't like to fight at 140, he said. Tank is really a 130 pounder. So he comes in at 132, 133? Hello? Now, let me get back to Mr. Sneaky Man. Mr. Piece of Shit. All right? That's Dana White. Dana White trying to take boxing in front of our nose as we know it. What's going on, Clark Bay TTD? What's going on, my guy? Man, what's that with you? Man, what boxing Latino go? Huh? Yeah, my guy, what's going on with you? Man, you good? All right. Man, now, let me say this. Dana White, and I'm gonna play it so y'all can hear. So y'all won't think KQ lying or clickbaiting like Blue Blood. All right? Yeah, I said his name. Okay. Now, of course, Dana White don't want anything to do with paying fighters like they should get paid. They risking their lives. They risking Parkinson. They risking every time injury it is in the sport of boxing. They are elected to pretty much try to get amateurs to come sign with them. They need 100-some fighters for a 12 card for Paramount Plus. They are talking about paying them $150 per round. Now, Hold up. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put some KQ in it. Now, remember, fighters got to have a trainer. Fighters have to have a cut man. Fighters have a team. So you got to pay that team. If you're not making a lot of money, then your trainer is not making no money. And your trainer ain't going to train your ass for free. I'm sorry. I don't care how close you is. I don't care if you're that damn daddy. They going to burn and crash. I'm telling you right now. And the one that's spearheading this shit, the top Trump supporter in the sport of boxing. And that's Dana White. Dana White is trying to map out what he did for UFC. He's trying to put these fighters in a position where they won't make no money. If Tank Davis would come out the amateurs today, he will never be a millionaire like he is today. Terrence Crawford, if he's coming out the amateurs today, he will never be in his position he in today if it was left up to Dana White and TKO and Zuffa boxing. Let Dana White explain it to you. Hold on. Let me show you my screen. Share my screen, they call it. All right. Now, they got something to say about me playing it. This is fair goddamn use. All right. This is fair use. Fair use, baby. All right. Now, here we go. Now, look at him. This is an ugly sight. Now listen up and listen up good. What he says.
But it's sort of morphing into also putting on fights with some of the biggest stars in the world.
Sure. I talked about how Zuffa Boxing is only going to recognize Ring Magazine belts on this show as the championship. But I think about baseball, right? You have AAA, and then you have the major leagues. And I know you're very...
And for the record, Max Kellerman, he was very good on First Take. He was very good on HBO. Now, he's a company man. Now, he's a kiss ass. Now, he's a two-faced piece of shit. I just want to get that out.
Into the development of fighters. That's what you really geek out on your, like, Contender series, right? So while right. I love the fact that you're not recognizing the sanctioning bodies, just the Ring Magazine belt as the world championship. But like in AAA, you do have a national championship, right? And then it's not the World Series, but is there going to be a Zuffa belt where like the winner of the Zuffa belt has a springboard into like Riyadh season and a championship fight, a Ring Magazine fight?
You and I have never talked about this, but the answer is yes.
That's right, of
exactly
course.
What will happen.
Of course, yeah. Right.
There will be a Zuffa belt, and then there will be a ring belt. And yes, I will not recognize any of the other sanctioning bodies.
So when we were kids, right? If you turned on ESPN or USA Today later on, you saw guys fighting really excellent fights and creating new fans, and there were belts, kind of local belts that were springboards to bigger things. Is that what inspired you to think about a Zuffa belt maybe as a springboard, or is that more based on the UFC model?
Your workflow is important to us. Please wait indefinitely.
With Monday.com's intuitive work management.
Yeah, based on the UFC model, which possibly could have been based off what you were talking about earlier, when I was younger and thinking about how I wanted to do this. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people, I've seen a lot of talk about, he's talking about doing this and that. It'll never work. We'll find out in the next couple of years. I'm one of those guys that I'm going to put my head down for the next couple of years and grind and I'm not worried about what everybody else is doing. You got Eddie Hearn going, I want to compete with him. I want to do this and that. I don't care what any of those guys are doing. These guys have been doing what they've been doing for 100 years. None of them have any vision. None of them ever think big time, or we wouldn't even be having this conversation if any of those guys were ever a threat.
Dana, I'm looking at the sign there, Art of War, and it reminds me of a Sun Tzu quote, which I'm sure you're familiar with. Victorious warriors win first.
You have to have a vision. So once you have the vision, then you got to get in there and you got to get to work. And I say this every time, not just in new things that I do, whether it's Power Slap or any of the other businesses that I own outside the UFC. I'm going into a new deal with Paramount with the UFC. And guess what? Everything I've done in the past doesn't mean anything. I have to prove myself again next year. Now, going into boxing, I have to prove myself in this space, and I am ready to go.
So one of the ways you've proved yourself is, I was looking at this, 2 of the 3 highest grossing boxing events of all time, you have promoted 2 of the 3. You didn't do Pacquiao Mayweather, but you did Mayweather and McGregor, and now Crawford and Canelo, right? But what people, so in a big way, the success is very obvious. But what not enough people are talking about, and I worked the broadcast, thank you very much for that. What not enough people are talking about is on the undercard, you had so-called A-side fighters and so-called B-side fighters.
You had a piece of shit on the card. You had a piece of shit on the card. That's what you had, okay? All right, y'all. Okay. Okay. Now, you see that? You hear what he said, right? Now, of course, Max Kellerman is a piece of shit himself. And, of course, you see him kissing that ass. Now, Dana White, this is not going to work out. This is not going to work. Because all these fighters, what's up, O? What's going on with you? What's up, the Cardenas? What's going on with you? All right? The undercard was trash. Yes, it was trash. Max Kellerman is kissing so much ass. I mean, this dude, and I liked him on First Take. I did. I liked him when he was doing HBO. But now, he's a company man now. He's a company man now. Dana White, he's a piece of shit. He's not going to recognize none of the sanction bodies. They are changing their gloves. They want to change the ring. They want to make it like some kind of competition. Boxing is nothing wrong with that. Boxing is nothing wrong with boxing the way it is. Competition, yes, that's great. But don't say nobody have a vision. Because Al Haymon had a vision. He came in there and took that vision to the highest level. And he took the highest level and paid these fighters real money for risking their lives. It doesn't matter if was they black or Hispanic or whatever. And they loved it. They called the back end money, right? They loved it. And they performed damn good. Leo Santa Cruz, he loved that vision Al Haymon had, that he named his son after Al. Now, I don't know what his name is. I don't know if it's El Mundo or whatever. I don't know. But what I do know is that you ain't the only one that got a vision. No, you ain't got a vision. You got a scheme. You got a fucking scheme, dude. You trying to find out how to scheme these damn fighters. That's all you got to do. That's all you want to do. That's what you're doing in the UFC. You scam these fighters, and then they breaking their legs, they breaking their jaws, they breaking their arms, and all you get them is a few dollars, and you keep 80%. Are you kidding me? What fighter gonna stand for that? What fighter gonna stand for that? Now, the Muhammad Ali Act, he don't give a shit. Like I told y'all the other day, he said he gonna do it anyway. So I found out that nobody can do nothing about it. Nobody can stop him. And being Trump homeboy, that got a lot to do too. Come on now. Yeah, boxing, it can need a couple of tweaks here and there, but not to this certain extent. No. Now, the fighters today, they will never be the fighters today they are if they came through TKO. I'm telling you right now, this shit ain't good. And then they're going to try to monopolize the amateurs. The amateurs. They're going to try to make them a deal. And listen, this ain't no 5-year deal. Like with Top Rank or PBC. No, they talking about damn near a lifetime. They whole career. And you got fighters out there that's dying in the damn ring. And you want to pay them You want to pay them peanuts? Peanuts? Are you serious? A Dana hateful ass white? Huh? The UFC? That ain't shit. At first, it was a bunch of skinheads over there trying to fight. That's all it was. Man, I don't like this, but then again, here I go. I got to blow my own horn. A 2-2. I told y'all asses. I told y'all a year ago. I said this shit's going to happen. He is not good for the sport of boxing. He come over here to take over shit. First of all, he pretty much smoothed over the promoters. Then everybody start falling in line. And then go Eddie. And then go here come Oscar. Right? And then the B-Hop said, I don't want to have nothing to do with this shit. I'm out. Right? And that's what B-Hop did. He was out of there. He didn't want nothing to do with it. Then here come Frank Warren. And then Bob, he wanted to see the water hot or not. So he didn't go all the way in. He stayed a little bit on the side. So he put his toe in the water and see what's it, warm, what's it cool, what's it good. You see? But now, Al Heyman said, no, I know what this is. I've seen this shit before. I've seen these type of people before. We try to tell you this. Me and Fanon, we try to tell y'all this about Turki. I told y'all Turki is up to no good. He didn't want to mess with the promoters. He just want to smooth them over, get inside, and get inside information on how this and this is done, because he's still a dumbass. He's still a dumbass. He don't know how to match make. All he know how to do is hand out goddamn money. That's all. And now he found another dumbass, Dana White. Because, see, these promoters, the one that everybody loved to hate, they stood on business. That's why he didn't fuck with none of them. That's why he's messing with Dana White. Because these promoters, Oscar, he don't like it. Charles Rank don't like it. Eddie, he okay with it because it's in the UK. And they go by the UK model. All right? They go by the UK rules and regulations. All right? And plus, Turki bailed out the zone. So I told everybody that this was going to happen. Now, sometimes you got to eat your goddamn words. Well, he's the face of boxing, KQ. He's the face of boxing. I said, oh, you really think so? Okay, you watch and see what happens. Watch and see what happens. All right? But no, y'all said we were crazy. Y'all said, no, Turki, no. He put on the big and baddest fights. I said, no, he's not. We didn't ask for none of that shit. He brought circus tricks in there. He brought giving away cars and stuff. He brought a goddamn concert into a boxing match. That ain't boxing. No. But no. Oh, no. He put on the biggest and baddest fight, but he ain't recouping no damn money. Every fight he put on, he lose out. And now they about to rob these young fighters. These young fighters and women, because they need women too, they said. They about to rob the women too. Amanda Serrano could never make the type of money she's making now if she came through TKO. No. So now, this is what y'all getting. And I'm not talking about you all particular, the ones that's hollering out, man, Turki doing good business. Oh, Turki, man, he doing his thing. Man, Turki making shit happen. No, he's not. He's throwing out that money. And we are human. So, some of us weren't born with a silver spoon in our goddamn mouths. And some of us weren't even born with no goddamn oil money. So what he's doing is pretty much feeding y'all giving C-level fighters $1 million. That's what he was doing. He was overpaying everybody. That's what he did. Not like Al Heyman. Al Heyman wasn't overpaying nobody. He was paying y'all what y'all worth. And y'all go in there and y'all got to make it happen. And then you get paid. That's how it works. Everybody's trying to model Al Heyman, and they failed. And Al Heyman's still going strong. But every goddamn year, he going broke. Wow. Ain't that something? And here comes Turkey with that oil money and that PIF fund. And then, hey, how much you need? Let me go in here. How much you need? All right, I'm going to give you $1 million to fight Devin Haney. Right? Oh, Devin Haney love it. And well, look at Shakira. He just as bad as the next one. He kissing ass too. Well, Turkey got no money. We can make Turkey pay for it. Come on, Tank. We can fight. Tank don't want to deal with Turkey. He don't want to deal with none of y'all over there. And like Tank said, why should I help y'all out? Hell, I'm trying to help my side out. It's still sides of the street. Ain't nothing changed. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that rant. Anybody got any great thoughts? Any comments? All right? Make sure y'all hit the like button. We got the super chat working. We got the cat working. So anybody got any great thoughts about that? Anybody got any comments about that? Because one thing about it is I don't agree, not 100%. Not at all. Not at all. If I had my way, goddammit, I'd throw Dana White ass over there in Saudi Arabia. All right? And tell me, all y'all stay the fuck over there. Don't come over here no more. Because they are tearing down boxing from the inside out. And from the outside in, too. And now, I feel bad for your son, or your daughter, or your nephew, or anybody that's coming up in the sport of boxing. Because it would never, ever be the same. Once you get hold to something like this, y'all, it's hard to unchange it. It's hard to unchange it. All right? It takes someone with big money, and that's Turkey. And you have somebody that's willing to go against the sport, and that is Dana White. So now, we might see a change in boxing. Well, at least, hopefully, what's on the WBA, WO, IBF, them guys are still intact. Them guys are still giving out belts. Them guys are still getting the big and the baddest fighters to fight and making good fights, the matchmakers. Hey, look, let their asses do what they're going to do over at TKO. Let their ass stay over there. Let their ass drown. Let them fail, just like Rock Nation, 50 Cent promotion. Let their ass fail, all right? And while everybody else is making money and doing what they always do. That's what I say, damn it. Shit. Anybody, great thoughts? Any damn comments? Shit. Cause I don't like that. I don't like it at all, y'all. For real. You know. And now, you know, you're trying to pick on new fighters that's coming in the game, you know. And we talked about this, you know, once Gervonta Davis, Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, you know, them guys, the top guys, they're making the money. What happened when they gone? What's gonna happen when they gone? Look, you're gonna leave TKO to do this dumb shit? No. So, I mean, it's all about greed, y'all. Dana White trying to model the boxing just like the UFC. It's all about greed. That's what it's all about. Greed. I don't like it. I think it's just bullshit and a way to grab big money grab. That's all. But I tried to tell you. I tried to tell y'all. But there go everybody else, the other content creators. They pretty much, Turkey. He put on the biggest fight, that. No, he paying these guys to put on the biggest fight. And he don't even know how to matchmake. I mean, it is what it is. Dana White wants their money to go in his... Of course he does, right? Yes, that's what he's doing over in the UFC. Man, you know, and I think it's just, you know, full of shit. I do. Now, anybody got anything about that before I move on? Because I don't want to move on yet. You know, because I'm going to move on to Virgil Ortiz in a minute. But I just don't like this, you know. And I said I'm going to say something about it today. And hopefully, you know, right now, it don't matter about the Muhammad Ali Act, really. Because Dana White said he's going to do it anyway. Damn what everybody else say. Hell with the Muhammad Ali Act. This is what he's saying. This is what he's acting like. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens come January. Now, Paramount getting him 12 cards. And, of course, streaming is starting to take over a pay-per-view, which that's a good thing. That's the good thing, though. But still in all, it's not fair what they're doing to the sport of boxing. So, now, let's keep moving, y'all. Okay, let's keep going. Now, Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz is calling out Jaron Ennis. He believes that Jaron Ennis is not really a champion. He's been calling him out for the longest. Now, Virgil Ortiz pretty much saying, listen, Virgil believes that he can show everyone at 154 that he's that guy. And he believes that Jaron Ennis is scared to fight him. In other words, like I said, this nigga's scared. This is what he's saying. Now, Jaron Ennis, he's what? What's his record? 25? I thought I wrote it down here, but it's not. It's 25 or something like that, I think. Let me see. I got it down here. But anyway, I think I wrote it down here somewhere. But anyway, still in all, I don't know where he's going. I don't know where Boots is going. I don't know what direction he's going to. Because right now, Eddie, which is a bad promoter, he got him fighting a guy like Limo. Now, I don't know too much about the dude, but one thing I do know that's who Jaron is fighting. Guess who Virgil Ortiz is fighting? Huh? Virgil Ortiz is fighting Anderson Lubin. Now, you tell me, who really wants that smoke? Who really wants to be that number one guy at 154? Who wants to show everyone that he is the real deal? The guy that's fighting a nobody or a guy that's fighting a some damn body? Now, I'm not too high on Virgil Ortiz. I'm not. I'm just not. But one thing I can say, he want all the smoke. Just like David Benavidez at his weight class. He want everybody. Step right up and get the ass whooping that you want. All right? Just step right up and pay for the ass whooping I'm going to give you. This is how Virgil Ortiz is moving right now. This is how David Benavidez is moving right now. This is how the old school fighter was moving. And now you got none other than Jaron Ennis, supposed to be a star. Supposed to be a star, baby. Huh? What's going on, Emmanuel? Mr. Pedigree. What's going on with you? He's supposed to be a star. He's supposed to be way up there by now. Yeah, okay, I can get it. You had a couple of breaks, Showtime going out of business, so you didn't have no mentor or whatever. You got Kevin Duncan, he died on you. Okay, fine, get over it. Wake up, put on your big boy pants, goddammit, and fight somebody. How can you say you the baddest and the biggest and the baddest, and you ain't fighting nobody? Virgil Ortiz said, who is it for? I mean, he got a good record, but see, like I tell y'all got to look inside that record. All right? Y'all got to look and see who he fought inside that record. And I'm talking about Karen Kuchi Uchi, right? No, that ain't nobody. That ain't shit. All right? He had a chance to fight Brian Norman Jr. All right? Now, I don't care who ducked who, goddammit. The fight didn't happen. I don't care about that duck shit. All right? Y'all kill me with that duck shit. Right? Like somebody came in here yesterday and called Tank and Shakir were going back and forth on damn social media, right? Somebody gonna say, well, he ducked Shakir. Well, how the fuck you gonna duck somebody on social media? Somebody explain it to me. I'm lost. I'm lost like a motherfucker, right? How can somebody sit there and duck somebody on social media? Man. What's up, Tune? What you got to sing to me, man? What you got to talk to me about? All right, let's not act as if Virgil had been fighting killers. No, Virgil wants to fight the killers. Let's not act like he don't want to either, Tune. Because everybody kept turning him down. Everybody kept turning him down. Let's not get crazy now, all right? I have to say he tried and tried to get him to fight this guy, that guy, and everybody said no. Now he's fighting Anderson Lubin. Now, watch that fight and tell me what you think. Watch that fight. Because Boots ain't fighting nobody either. Okay? But at least Virgil Ortiz, he want that smoke. He said it himself. Everybody's avoiding me. Everybody's avoiding me. Why is everybody avoiding me? Because the dude can punch. The dude can fight. The dude, now he might not be technical sound as far as a great footwork, but he comes in there and he will beat your ass. All right, Sam with Bam Rodriguez. All right, he's the same thing. They both under the tutelage of Robert Garcia, and I'm telling you right now, they don't want that smoke. All right, with Virgil Ortiz, it's always an excuse. It's always an excuse with the guys. You know, the money ain't right. You know, when the last time you heard the old school fighter say the money ain't right? You know, no, come on. This shit been watered down for the longest. This fight, I mean, this boxing today has been watered down for the longest, just like the NBA. It's all been watered down now. All right, the big man is obsolete in the NBA now. All right. Everybody running, gunning. Everybody running, shoot. Everybody stopping, setting up plays. You get the middleman in there, all right, and let him get in there and tear down that damn backboard. No, none of that ain't playing today. No, everything is watered down today. Everything's watered down today. If the fighters ain't fighting nobody, then you got goddamn people like Dana White stealing their goddamn money. Man, please. Man, oh man. Now, Anderson Lubin, I think Lubin going to whoop on Virgil. Well, see, that's cool, Tom. I'm good with that. All right? I'm good with that. At least he's fighting somebody. He might lose, yeah. But at least he's stepping up to the goddamn plate. And Eddie, I don't know if it's Eddie or Boots. Boots is just sitting there like a damn bump on the log. He ain't got nothing to say. Man, I ain't got nothing against Bozy. I like the dude. I like him, but you gotta look, wake up, dude. Wake up. Yeah, goddamn. Wake up. Hey, my son ain't fighting nobody. Hey, my son's supposed to be way advanced than this. Hey, what you doing over there, Eddie? Huh? What you doing? What you looking out for Conor Ben? Huh? What you doing? You looking out for Conor Ben? Come on. Shit. Eddie don't care about American fighters. He only care about the UK fighters. That's just the bottom line. That's why it's a big mistake to sign with somebody outside your goddamn country. I told everybody. I said, Jaron Ennis, no, he's not ready yet. Yeah, KQ, I think he's ready. I said, no, give him another few months or whatever, you know. And then I said, you know what? Now he's ready. Now he's ready to take on the big and the baddest and the brightest, right? But guess what happened? This is what happened, all right? Now, he got with Eddie. Eddie said he's going to take him and make him a star. Well, you lied. Now, I know what Boots can do, but he don't have the opportunity to do it. I know Boots can beat the best of the best, but he will never have the opportunity to do it as long as he's still with Eddie. I'm sorry. Sometimes, you know, you got to tell the truth. Sometimes you got to tell it like it goddamn is. Now, yeah, you get over it. You're feeling like you're hurt, but your ass will get over it. Your ass will get over it. You know, and I'm so goddamn tired of all these damn promoters want to come over here and I'm talking about Eddie, I'm talking about Frank Warren, everybody want to come over here and say, oh, he should be a star, or why he ain't a star. Well, because he ain't fought nobody, nigga. That's why. That's why. Shit. And now what you need to do, you need to check and get him some fights, some big fights. But guess what, y'all? I bet he'll look out for Nick Ball, Counter Ben, Anthony goddamn Joshua. And come on now. Anthony Joshua got a lifetime contract with Eddie. $100 million, baby. Come on. Really? Man. But see, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. We act like we don't even know that's happening. What you talking about, KQ? He just fought. Okay. And he about to fight a guy named Limo. Okay. What you think? He gonna get points for that? Huh? Don't let Limo take him to the distance. Like Lamont Roach to Gervonta Davis. Because like Gervonta Davis said once before, hell, they hate you today, they love you today, they hate you the next day, but they love you again. But down in Booth's case, Booth might not have had anywhere else to go. Yeah, he had places to go. He could have went to PBC. Stevie Espinosa. Him and Stevie Espinosa had a great relationship. Stevie Espinosa said, come on over to PBC and we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. He didn't want that because Eddie was in his ear. And he was saying, look, I'm going to guarantee you, mate. I'm going to guarantee you, mate, that you get such and such amount and such fights. And, of course, he didn't think about the backlash. He didn't think about the fans, you know. Of course, he think about the money. They think about the money. Then Eddie get mad when people pull his ass and say, look here, what you doing with Jaron Ennis? You letting talent go to waste. And that's what's happening right now. Talent is going to goddamn waste. He's sitting on the damn bench. He's sitting on the bench. And then they throw him a bone and he's the best goddamn bone I ever ate. Man, please, stop it. I'll stop it. Shit, man. That shit don't fly over here. No, I'm sorry. He don't get no passes from me. Now, no, it's not his fault. But he signed the contract. He signed the contract. He could have been walking around here independently and fighting anybody he wants. Any platform he can go on. He can go on any platform. And he would have did better than what he did with Eddie. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. And Chris Eubank, he can tell you all about Eddie. And I can tell you all about Eddie too, or some of it. Like Parliament. They brought his ass down to the floor over there. That's like a court system over there. Right? Because he was bubbling with StubHub. Not the StubHub used to be over here. The StubHub in the UK. And he is still brought up on charges. Don't know what that happened to it, but that was 3 years ago. That was 4 years ago. So Eddie is nothing but a snake too. Him and Dana White, they both are snakes. So now we got great fighters and no fighters to fight. It took everything in Eddie power to get Anthony Joshua to come over here. Oh, but it was easy for everybody to go over to UK, right? Look at Earl Spence. He went over there. He shot over there and snatched that belt and came on back. Same way with Terrence Crawford. Fought Ricky Barnes over there. That's no problem with that shit. Huh? Man. I just don't like, I just don't like how they're doing Jaron Ennis, man. I don't. I'm not from Philadelphia, never been there, not particularly want to go there. I'm just saying. I just like Jaron Ennis. I like the way he fights. I just think he's young and he's not getting a fair shake. He's not getting a chance to make his case. To make his case as one of the best and brightest at 154. Yeah, Sebastian Fardor doing better than him. The Tower Inferno, baby. He's setting shit on fire. Oh, yeah. And now he's finna fight a former unified champion. That's Keith one time a goddamn Thurman. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, if he beats Keith Thurman, that's going to elevate his ass even more. They're going to elevate him even more. Those are the facts, goddammit. Shit. You know, and I get tired of these so-called foreign promoters, I call them. You know, you promise one thing and you do another. Like everybody was taken up by this goddamn DAZN, right? Oh, everybody said DAZN this, DAZN that, right? And then DAZN, oh, pay-per-view is dead. Okay, next thing you know, they going up on pay-per-view. DAZN. Now they're going back up on DAZN. I mean, what do it take? What does it take for them to understand that we don't care about a goddamn snookers? We don't care about fucking soccer. We don't need that shit. All we want to see is boxing. That's all. But, of course, they weren't listening. They want to do the UK style. So it is what it is, you know? So, but anyway, you know, I just thought I'd mention that, all right? Now, let's keep moving, all right? Let's keep moving and grooving, baby. All right, now, Moses Atuna. Now, Moses Atuna, good fighter. Damn great heavyweight. But one thing, we want to watch cricket, OJ. We want to watch cricket. Man, I don't want to see that shit. Ain't cricket where you hit the little ball and through the little hoop or a little something like that? Man, what's going on, Neil? Neil Love? What's going on, Neil Love? Well, T. Aubrey lost that fight to Bordacek. Okay. I don't care what nobody say. Okay. I ain't got a problem with that. Yeah, I ain't got a problem with that. You know, but, you know, Bordacek is a good fighter. Good fighter, you know. But, you know, when you get in there with somebody stronger, you know, now what can happen? You know, so and Bordacek, he's a good tough fighter, you know. He'll get hurt, but he's still tough, you know. So I ain't mad at him for that, you know. So, but anyway, let me keep going on this, all right? Moses Atuna. Well, no. If y'all want to say something about what I just went over, that's fine. Go ahead. All right, go ahead. No, tell me what's on your mind. All right. Y'all talk to me. Tell me what you think. Bordacek dropped him multiple times. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Bordacek. The last fight he didn't do so well then, but style make fights. That old cliche. I hate to sound like that, but it does. And Bordacek was a tough opponent. But Bordacek just gotta learn how to move them feet and get out the fucking way. That's what he need to do. You know. So, and I think his height bothers a lot of people. You know, he's tall too. You know. So, but anyway, Virgil Ortiz, I think, is a great fighter. And now that Anderson Lewin fight, I think they're gonna be great for boxing. All right, OG. Nobody wanted to fight Boots at 147. That's why he went to Eddie. Well, Eddie still could. He still could have guided him once he went to 154 to fight one of them champions, because 154 is deep right now. Eddie had the pick of the goddamn litter. He still got it. But what he come up with? Fucking Limo. Now, when I see that and when I hear that, that shows you that, okay, Eddie's trying to protect him. Eddie's trying to protect his record. He's not letting them put it all on a goddamn line. That's what it is. That's what it is. And this is what Tank need to learn too. Put it all on the line. Put it all on the line. You know, you lose, you snooze, damn it. Okay? But, of course, they got it out for Tank. All right? He can have a draw. They still going to call it a loss. You know, Tank was hurt this fight or that fight. You know, that's just how they are. But still in all, you know, let's keep going, okay? Now, in the great thought, what's up, low down gather, baby? What's going on with you? All right, good to see you, man. Now, Moses Atuna, I think he's a great fighter. I think he got the goods to be a great heavyweight. But here we go again. All this ducking. Now, allegedly, he ducked Frank Sanchez. Yeah, Frank Sanchez. Now, don't know why, but they still good fighters. But he pretty much didn't want to fight him. And this was for a IBF eliminator. Yeah, it was eliminator for the IBF. So, I mean, yeah, if Tank stopped Jay, it's going to be Tank stopped a YouTuber. Oh, yeah, AK, I get that. You know, I hear that already. Big Dog Willie, I hear it every goddamn day. Oh, Tank fighting a YouTuber, right? And Tank, you know, and this is why I say, you need a publicist. You need somebody to talk for your ass. No offense, but Tank can't talk. Tank can't talk. No, he can't. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know. But like you said, if you stop Jay, they're gonna say he's stopping YouTuber. He won't get credit. He won't get credit at all. He way bigger than me. He was way bigger than me. He outweighed me 100-some pounds, right? Ain't nobody gonna look at that. They ain't gonna say, man, Tank must got some power because he knocked out a guy 100 pounds bigger than him. Damn, Tank. Wow, you the man, right? They ain't gonna say that. Oh, no. They ain't gonna give him that much credit. So what? You know how people are. So what? You know, he ain't fought nobody. Who is Jake Paul? You know, come on. Really? Really, y'all? Y'all getting an attitude like that? Man, you know, a lot of these people on here, you know, on the YouTube street, ain't like a bunch of sissies. All right? I'm sorry. A big bunch of sissies. That's what they act like. I mean, come on. Really? Man. But as I keep going, now we're talking about Moses Atuna. All right? Low down, gather, what's going on? You sending me a paragraph, low down, what's going on? He said, KQ, it's the style. Moses is usually faster than most fighters he fights. Gillian Wyatt Sanchez is Cuban World School fighter and just might school Moses. Well, Moses just turned down a fight with Frank Sanchez. So he don't want nobody teaching him shit. Okay? Now, Moses, pretty much, I'm not going to say he's a dirty fighter, but he gets the attitude real fast inside that ring. When he's sparring, I can tell little shots, you know, he takes, you know, at his sparring partner, you know, and that don't, you know, that's not called for, you know. So, but Atuna, he basically don't want to fight Frank Sanchez. So who can he fight? See, one thing about it is he's getting bigger and bigger, heavier and heavier on his weight. That's what he's doing. Because he weighed a lot but he is a heavyweight. Now, of course, I would love to see Ruben Romero get that smile knocked off of him, But anyway, let me keep going on this. All right, yes, sir. He's good, but he can't be hit. Oh yeah. Anybody can be hit. Anybody can get hit. Now, it's what you do when you get hit. It's what you do when you get hit. Do you get panicky? Do you be like, okay, it's like that. Okay, clap them gloves together. Okay, let's go. Bring it on. Bring it right here. You know how some of the fighters are. All right, they like throwback fighters, damn it. And this is what I'm looking at Ortiz. And this is what Ortiz was saying. Come on, I got him all set up, So, it is what it is, though. So, but anyway, but Ortiz, that's a good fight. And Lubin, that's a great fight. Now, some people say it's 50-50. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. It's 50-50 or not. So, but anyway, I like Lubin, but I think he stayed. He was there too long. What's going on, my man? Zoo, new lion, baby. What's going on, man? And that cast app. Oh, app. Appreciate you, Zoo. All right, yes, sir. I didn't even see you in there, man, but glad to see you, though. All right. I'm glad to see you, man. Okay, it's good to see you, too. Now, appreciate you in the cash, man. Okay. Yes, sir. All right. Now, but still in all, that's a good fight, too. We got a lot of good fights coming now. All right. This is what y'all been waiting on. This is what I've been waiting on. And this starting up next week. October 11th, I believe. Yeah, October 11th. Now, of course, the exhibition, they ain't been canceled. They still plan on having it because now people look at her like you know what? No, let me see. I think I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Okay. All right. Now, let me go with this one now. Now, Bernie the Boxer. All right. Yeah. On a cup listening, peace and blessings, and chat family and kings and queens. Well, yes, sir. Appreciate you coming in, man. All right. Yes, sir. I was gonna say something about Alicia Blanc, got about change my mind. All right, but anyway, I'll let that go. Okay. Now, Bernie the Boxer. Okay. I was talking about Boots a few minutes ago, and Bernie the Boxer got a lot to say about Boots too, and I have to agree with him. He said this, and I quote, he said that Jaron Ennis need to take off the training wheels and fight real competition. That goes to show you that I ain't lying to you. And that's what it is. He's not really fighting any competition. This is what Terrence Crawford team is saying. Now, I don't think they're jealous because they don't have anything to be jealous about. But he have to do something, man. He have to do something because everybody was hyped on this guy. Everybody thought this guy was going to be the next Terrence Crawford. Everybody thought this guy was going to be the real deal. Everybody thought this guy was getting bigger and stronger. And now he turned out to be a zero. All right? Now, I don't want to call him a zero because he's not really a zero because he did have great wins and great knockouts and things like that. He is a great fighter. But when you say, hey, look, he got to take the training wheels off, he's telling the truth. He's no amateur now. He's a pro fighter. You got to fight pros, not just anybody. You got to have some names behind that. Now, Speedy, yes. Yes, Zoo. Now, Speedy, good fighter. Good fighter. That's a good match. And this is what I'm saying. Eddie must don't know the landscape of these fighters. I mean, it seems like he's just blind to these people. I mean, 154 is goddamn deep, y'all. That's the new glamour division. And you mean to tell me you can't find a better fight than Lomo, whatever the fucking name is, huh? And yeah, Speedy, yeah, that's one of them. That's just one of them. You know? So why not? You see, why not? You know, we want to see him in a fight. But, you know, hopefully you can make that fight, Eddie. You can make that fight and more. See, I hate when promoters try to do too damn much. Eddie, back and forth, UK, United States, back and forth. Conor Ben, Chris Eubanks. Nobody care about that damn fight. Only UK people care about it because it means something to them, not to us. Not to us. Man, what's going on, Zach B? What's happening, man? He said the only ones that won't give Tank credit are the same ones that haven't even given him credit to goofy troll fan. Yeah. Tell me what imaginary credit we talking about. Yeah. Of course, Zach. You know, I mean, they're not going to give him credit. They're not going to give him credit. If he knocked out J. Paul, he knocked out a YouTuber. That's all it is. If J. Paul laying a glove on him, man, you got touched up by a YouTuber. Listen, you can't win. You can't win. And Tank Davis can't win. You know, I mean, it's just how it is. They're going to keep on till once he leave, he's gone for good. Once he leave, he's gone for good. Now, Knockout said this, and I agree with him somewhat. Knockout said, listen, when Tank Davis leaves the sport, that's when the sport's going to go down a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong. The sport ain't just Tank Davis, but he's a big part of the sport because people pay to see his ass. People to pay to see him lay people out. And when that's gone, who can you turn to? Who can you turn to when that's gone? Canelo? Oh, hell no. He got 2 more fights, and I believe his ass is out of here. Because he ain't going to fight Devin that they've been begging for. Unless they're going on a collision course, which I doubt very seriously. I mean, it is what it is. It's almost like Boots is still on, is on up and coming. Yes. Yes, Cassandra. This is what Bernie the Boxer was trying to say. That he needed to take the training wheels off. He is not no amateur no more. He's not a prospect. He's not a contender. He's a pro fighter now. And he got to start acting and fighting like he won. And it's not that hard, Eddie. Damn. I mean, all these fighters at 154. All these great talent. Even Jamel now. Even Jamel is back. So 154 is goddamn deep. It is. You know? Man. But but you know, I mean what can you do? You know, what can you do? You can't make them, you know, a fight. You know. So, but anyway, now, let's see what else. Okay, I think that's about it I got for y'all so far today. Boxing slow. It's kind of slow right now. All right, but that's okay. It go heat up, y'all. Matter of fact, let me see. Hold on. Let me see something real fast. Okay, hold on. Hold that thought. Okay, don't leave yet. Hold that thought. I'm trying to see. Wait. Okay, here you go. Let's get it right here. And those are two. You're not gonna bust a goddamn grape. Give me a break. Now, Marcus Brown fights tonight, y'all, on the zone. He's gonna be fighting Brandon Glayton. and they're gonna be in Nigeria. All right. Now I put a poll up if y'all want me to call that fight. Don't know what time to come on, but you know, let me check it out. See what time to come on, and we can watch. Okay, let me see. Okay, it don't give you a time on here. It just said the zone. Okay, now, yeah, it don't give you a time on here. But anyway, let's look at the schedule. Okay, now on the level, that's who we got. Jaron Ennis versus who? Lima. All right, fucking Ma. All right, and they're gonna be fighting in Philly. They're gonna be fighting in Philadelphia, and the undercard is crap. The undercard is crap too. It's so hard to find a good fighter. It's so hard to find a good fighter, you know. But it is what it is, y'all. It is. It is. Okay. So, but anyway, that's all I got for y'all today, baby. All right. That's all KQ got for you. Right. What's going on? Lowdown. Gather. He said, KQ, you're right. If Tank retire, where all the excitement going to come from? Secure, they walking out of his fights. Exactly. Exactly, Lowdown. This what people saying, well, you're a fanboy, KQ. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to tell y'all that don't expect somebody to jump up and take his place that can do what he can do. And I'm talking about not only knockouts, I'm talking about excitement. Excitement for the fans. All right, got that type of swagger, you know, kind of hip hop, kind of, and don't laugh, hip hop and kind of literate at the same time. You know what I mean? You know, so therefore, no, who can take up and take that mantle? You know, we talked about this. We talked about how BF copied my shit, right? We talked about this, you know, and it's nobody right now. Nobody right now at all. You know, so that's how I look at it. So, but anyway, it is what it is. You know, motion. That's right. Motion, baby. Motion. You know, so. But anyway, that's all I got, y'all, for y'all. Until tomorrow. Same place, same time. You know, KQ ain't playing. I'm not playing with y'all. It might not be a lot of boxing going on, but I got a lot of shit to talk to y'all about. Now, a real content creator will fold and run a fake content creator will fold and run away or steal somebody else's shit, right? But not KQ. It's a lot of boxing out there to talk about, and I'm gonna talk about it every damn day. All right, until that fight call comes. All right, I don't have to clickbait. I got this. I got this. And I know what's going on. Or I know what's not going on. All right? If you want a little assignment, snap into a slim jam. Comment emote. Yeah. Comment emote. He's excited. He got power. But people know who he is. And now he needs a big fight now. Especially after Tank Lee. Everybody gonna pretty much look at Camille Moon as the next Tank Davis. You know, but let's see though. You know, let's see what happens. So, but anyway, that's all I have for y'all today, man. That's all I have for y'all today. If y'all haven't hit the like button on the way out, make sure y'all do. I thank everybody for coming out. Hopefully you two get these views and stuff together. Been going on for 2-3 weeks now. And hopefully they can get it fixed. Okay. Yeah, I've seen they fix some of them, but they haven't fixed everybody. So, but hey, listen, I'm gonna keep on talking my shit. I'm gonna keep on going live and doing what I do. All right. So with that, that's all I got. You know, I love y'all. Keep your head on the swivel, baby, all the time. And you know me, I keep on living it up. Oh!
This song is dedicated to all those ballers out there and all those hustlers and just people out there just getting their money on, you know what I'm saying? To all of you haters, just remember this. I'm living it up, y'all.